When buyers are going to purchase homes, when you start shopping, everybody's gung-ho until it really comes down to the money, right? So we can take you all around town, we can get you looking at all these houses, but until whether you have your pre-approval or pre-qualification, those are two totally different things. So a lot of buyers will just go in with a pre-qualification. That doesn't mean that you have the funds readily available. So if you're up against a buyer that has a pre-approval already in hand and we put in our pre-qualification, the seller is going to go with a pre-approval every single time over certainty than what may or may not happen with that pre-qualification. So we unfortunately lost the deal because it checked all their boxes, right? They absolutely loved the location. The price was perfect, everything. Only thing that didn't set us apart was that we didn't have the pre-approval and the other party did. So boom. Mistake number 2, and this is a big one, right? Shopping for homes before you know your actual budget. So why this is so important and this is such a big mistake with so many new home buyers is because you could think you can qualify for one thing, but when the banks say another thing, that's such a large gap, right? You're like, oh, I could get this house, right? No problem. But when they weigh out all your financial obligations and your money, I had a buyer, right? Everything they were sending me off of Zillow was actually around $450,000. Beautiful homes, that and the other, checked all their boxes, looked amazing. Once the dust settled with a pre-qualification and pre-approval, they only came into $380. So when we were touring homes at $450 and their pre-qualification only came in at $380, everything we saw after that $450,000 felt like an extreme downgrade. So before you get out in the market, even touring homes, right? You need to get that paperwork done so you don't hurt your own damn feelings, right? So you know exactly what you can go in for. And if it means sitting off buying a house for another year, by all means, get your finances right and get your money together so you can get that $450,000 house where your heart is set at. Other things you really need to factor into this mistake is like HOA fees, taxes, insurance. Mistake number 3, right? Because this is something that people do not think about because there are so many things you can't do during escrow, but one thing is do not purchase anything. Don't make a big purchase. Don't make a small purchase. Stick with your little budget until everything clears through escrow. Story time. So we were 10 days out from closing escrow and one of my clients, because they come in with your debt to income ratio, they purchased a car and that shifted everything. Only did the sellers walk, they got to keep their earnest money too. Good little rule of thumb when you open escrow, do not open a new credit card. Do not change jobs. Don't make any large purchases. Lender is going to recheck all finances before closing. And whether you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned buyer in this market, I'm always here for you when you need me. So go ahead and click the link below. Give me a holler because I'll help you save $1.